Hey, what's up guys, Vlad here. So I got here a bunch of Genesis peripherals. They are extremely affordable and in my opinion I think that the quality is more than okay for that price. I won't be covering every product in depth, but I'll cover what matters the most. So first up, the Mighty Thor 420 Slim RGB keyboard. It's slim, meaning it has shorter switches and yet they are mechanical. Low profile switches, floating type, blue in my case, clicky, but they are like 2 or 3 times less louder than the full size equivalent. These switches are perfect for a laptop. They are spaced enough so the typing experience is comfortable. If you're used to a regular keyboard, this will most certainly be unusual at first, but super satisfying to type on. Switches are blue, content slim blue type, 1.2mm total travel distance. This is like 3 times less than regular ones. 1 millisecond response time, 45 grams needed to activate them, and they are rated at an impressive 50 million key presses. Cable is not detachable and it's positioned in the middle of the keyboard. This might be bad for some users, but I got to mention it, and it's also not a braided one, regular rubber plasticky cable. Other than that, the keyboard is absolutely gorgeous. Brushed aluminum body with beveled edges, rubber feet on all corners and in the middle, with a pair of reclined feet for that comfortable angle. It also has RGB and it's insane, just pretty much insane. So many modes to choose from, and the best part, there is no need for extra software. Yes, it has one, but it's not mandatory. It is useful for setting macro keys and programming profile keys, as 1 to 5 are profile keys which can be set for various scenarios. It also has N key rollover, pretty much standard nowadays, and it has a lot of media keys which I welcome. F-row is completely used for multimedia and some essential apps. You can of course remap every key with software, something that not every keyboard has. It's a bit pricey at some 98 euros, but the overall build quality and the functions it has justify the price. Keycaps can be changed if you wish to. There are low profile keycap sets to be found, but options now are pretty limited compared to the regular keycaps. But other than that, the keyboard is pretty solid in my opinion. Let's give it an 8 out of 10 score, and also here is a little sound test for you to hear how it sounds. Distance from the mic is some 50 centimeters. So moving to the mouse then, this is the Krypton 550 gaming mouse. It's ultra light, it has RGB strip on the bottom side of the mouse, it has RGB inside the mouse and also on the scroll wheel. I am positively surprised by its build quality and the price as well. It's only 35 euros and with its features it can put to shame more expensive mice. An 8000 dpi PMW3325 sensor is present in this mouse, actually in many others as well. It's capable of 20G acceleration and 100 IPS tracking speed. Polling rate is of course from 125 to 1000 Hz. There is a DPI switch on top where you can change DPI in 6 levels, and also you can customize each level to your needs via the software. It has 7 programmable buttons which you can remap to serve any other function. For me, it's essential that side buttons are always volume up and down, not a problem here, so kudos to Genesis. 2 buttons on top are for DPI and RGB control, but there is something that every, and I mean every mouse should have: onboard memory. It stores your settings, so if you bring your mouse to another PC, for example, you won't have to program it again. Everything is already saved on it. Switches are nice to the touch, not loud, they are made by Huano and rated for up to 20 million clicks. And this is something where they went to maintain a lower price. They are not bad at all, but 20 million clicks versus 50 on competition is something to consider. If you know how to solder, these can be changed, but again, 20 million clicks should serve you more than 5 years without any problems. Scroll wheel is rubberized for a better grip and it's also quiet. Honeycomb design is present all over the mouse, with a dash of RGB on the outer edge of the mouse and inside the mouse where the Genesis logo is visible. Light of the inner core and scroll wheel represents the DPI setting chosen. Through the software you can change any key to be something else, as I already mentioned. You can change DPI in 6 levels, also the light of the core and the wheel, and a light strip around the mouse. Underneath the mouse, skates are present on top and bottom edge, and there is also an LED off switch if you do not wish to use RGB at all. The shape is ergonomical with a slight slant on one side, and buttons have this nice curve to keep your fingers comfortable during gaming. It is intended for right-handed people only because of this. It weighs only 70 grams, which puts it in the ultra-light category. During gaming I had no issues with it, tracking was more than okay and I haven't experienced any jitters nor jerky movement. The only con, in my opinion, are the Huano switches and the little lower tracking speed of the sensor, but for this price this is to be expected. And it exceeded my expectations, so for that 9.8 out of 10 score. Of course, here is a sound test with a squeeze test. It did not creak or crack at all, so again I must say it exceeded my expectations. So if you're on a budget, I highly recommend this mouse. It's suitable for palm and claw grip styles and hybrid ones. Genesis also sent me this RGB mousepad. This is the Baron 500 XXL RGB one, measuring 800 by 300 mm, 4 mm thick, and of course RGB lit on the outer edges. You have this little switch in the upper left corner where it does not get in the way of anything, and it's a micro USB powered. RGB switching is done with one single button, and pretty much this is it. No software needed. Design of the mousepad is gaming oriented. Not a big fan of this, but I must say that it's a nice mousepad, rubberized on the bottom side and the fabric is extremely soft. No problems with gliding any mouse, not just Genesis ones. The outer RGB is also acting as a protection of the edge. Nice touch, and it goes great with Genesis peripherals. My only suggestion to Genesis is that we as gamers need another size, 900 by 400. This is a much more comfortable size for a mousepad. So if you guys are watching this, take this into account for future releases. There are of course other non-mousepads in their shop, in this size of course, but no RGB ones yet. Oh, and I almost forgot, the price is 31 euros. So Genesis also sent this gaming headset to round the package. This is the Neon 750 RGB backlit gaming headset. It's stereo with 50mm drivers and a detachable microphone. Headband is soft and it's retractable and surely will fit any head size. Ear cups are also memory foam padded and will not get in the way even if you are wearing glasses. Also will not make you sweat after long gaming sessions. Cable is braided to avoid kinks and the volume control is integrated in line with it. On it there is also RGB on-off switch, mic mute and a volume wheel of course. Connection used is a 3.5mm TRRS with TRS splitter for headphone and mic separately. With USB of course, which is used to power on the RGB side of things. In the package you also get a USB extension cable to match the length of other cables while making sure that precious RGB is on. And a nice touch is a soft carrying bag with the Genesis logo on it. Sound in games is more than decent, you can hear everything, the bass is a bit bland, but overall these are in the budget category and you need to look at them in this way. So for gaming they do their job, you can of course tweak the EQ a little bit as not everyone's ears are the same, so they will suit your specific needs. I would not use these for music as they are not intended for that, but you can of course if you wish, no harm in that. Mic is detachable and it has a wire in it for easier positioning. I leave the microphone test to you to judge, the person on the other side would not have any problems hearing you properly. So for some 58 euros, these are pretty much a good pair of gaming headphones. My verdict, 7.5 out of 10. So you're now listening to the sound coming from this microphone. As I said before, they doesn't get in the way if you're wearing glasses, so a plus there, and also let me know how this mic sounds. Oh, and this is recorded in a noisy environment. I got my AC running and I also have my lights running. They all have fans in them, so it's pretty noisy environment. Also the PC is on, so yeah, there you have it. So overall my experience with Genesis peripherals is extremely positive. They have wide range of accessories and gaming products for you to check in their shops, so by all means do so. I will leave a link in the description. What I like most about them is that they offer a great value for money. Products are built with quality in mind, but also with a reasonable pricing policy. Not many brands follow this example, so respect to Genesis for this and a huge thanks for sending a bunch of stuff. And also here's something else to boost you up, the plus 100 health energy boost drinks. So make sure to check Genesis and I'll see you in the next one.